what did you read this weekend?
Blake, I read that Elon Musk wants to control our thoughts.
All of our thoughts.
At least one thought. In the new trial of Elon Musk versus OpenAI, he tried to settle before they went to trial.
Okay.
Which I thought was interesting.
Which, can we back up for people that might not be following this? So the trial is regarding Musk's involvement in OpenAI from the start.
It's involving, OpenAI was a nonprofit, and he was a large contributor of starting, he was a co-founder of OpenAI, and was the primary funder of OpenAI in the first 2 years. He wanted to keep OpenAI and the future of AI innovation in a nonprofit.
Okay.
He then made a competitive company, XAI, when the nonprofit got an investment from Microsoft, and they created a for-profit arm.
Okay.
So he's suing to have the for-profit arm send $180 billion up to the nonprofit parent. And that's what he was trying to settle. And what I thought was interesting was in his final email to the president of OpenAI before they went to court, by the end of this week, you and Sam will be the most hated men in America. So what I read is he's angry that capitalism is winning in this one case, especially against a competitive company to his own that he co-founded.
Right. Which is slightly ironic.
He wants, the purpose of the trial is for us all to hate Sam Altman and the current CEO, Brockman.
From a man that also runs, what, 4 or 5 businesses?
Correct.
Himself?
He does not want them to become billionaires off of AI. Only himself.
Only him.
And maybe Google.
Okay.
What did you read?
Well, Google announced at their last AI conference a week ago, they're coming out with the Googlebook.
Okay.
So they say. So somewhere a mix between their former Chromebook and the now kind of off-date Pixelbook. First AI native laptop in the market.
Okay.
And so they're mixing the Gemini software with the Googlebook, or now Chromebook, now Googlebook hardware to kind of be the first movers in the AI native hardware space.
Interesting.
So where this kind of gets a little tricky is Apple just unveiled they're releasing their MacBook Neo, which is kind of their, not the dumbed down version, but their version of like the Googlebook, I suppose, without the AI native features.
Okay.
So they have has their Mac OS Apple Intelligence. The MacBook Neo, priced at $600, was targeting more everybody else that didn't need the MacBook Pro for video editing software, or most college students have either the MacBook Air or the MacBook Pro for whatever reason. So this is kind of targeting that like lower demographic that needs laptop for just laptop's sake, but doesn't want to spend like $3,000 on a MacBook Pro because that's a little ridiculous.
Yeah.
But then Google's coming out with this one, being the first AI native one. Pretty cool. They have like a little shake your cursor thing, and it like pops up the Google Gemini and all this stuff. So I don't know. We'll see how that kind of works and how consumers feel about that. It can link to your phone if you have if you have an Android phone. It kind of has this, which again, same thing that MacBook does, is it mirrors with your iPhone if you have an iPhone. So. I don't think they're available for sale yet, and so jury's out on whether or not people will like that or if it will be well received. But
very interesting versus just using the Chrome browser within any desktop.
Yeah, so it's kind of integrated into the whole thing.
All right. Thanks for sharing your weekly news update.
You as well, and we'll meet back here next week to discuss whatever else happens this week.
I'm thinking about talking about sea turtles.
They're now not endangered, so I heard.
I'll give you the. It's actually talking about Chinese tech talent.
Okay.
But that's for next week.
For next week. All right. See you next week.